We had such an interesting session yesterday. Euro dollar moving up, pound dollar moving down, Aussie dollar having a very, very good session intraday, but then really reversing and ending the session with losses. Now, on the euro dollar side, we've had Lagarde's comments being dovish, to be honest. However, they echoed that there's going to be more stimulus coming from the ECB. Now, in the EU, there was also a report from Bloomberg indicating that the EU, it looks like they are really finalizing a massive recovery fund. This is supposed to be very good news for the European Union and for the European economies. So now the pound on the other side against the dollar, it was very weak. And that was because we've had David Frost indicating that there is no way the transition period is going to be extended, okay? The deadline is set and the stance is very hard as we speak. Now, at the same time, you've got the government slash Cummings situation, the debates really also building up as well. And this is affecting Mr. Johnson's popularity, which seems to have deteriorated quite a bit since the event. And Aussie, on the other side, really had this amazing session because of risk-on session up until, it went up to 66.8 or so, up until China announced that they're not going to import coal from Australia any longer. So let's have a look how this is affecting our technicals. Actually, I've changed all my views apart the GBPUSD. We're not talking about direction or biases, we're talking about labeling and the wave counts. So on euro dollar, still looking for W at the wave Y on primary degree. However, I mean, now with this being W, it means that this is WX and Y, so a double zigzag as well. We're expecting wave X, all right? And then we're going to get wave Y. Now, with this being ABC over here, this is a W, X, and Y because it looks complex. Within the wave Y, we have a triple zigzag. That's what it looks like to me at least, right? Now, if we pull our channel trick over here, okay, we can still see that there is more upside, okay? There is more upside up to potentially 111.20 or so, or even higher, okay? Up to the 1.1167, which is the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of wave W, right? Now, we can really go anywhere between 110.60, 111.60 or so. And last, it would be, the last stop would be probably the 113 or so, but we need to also consider the 112.38 as well, right? Because it will be very deep correction over here if we get there. Now, the thing is that in case we move up, though, we are most likely going to go to around 111.50, which is wave W, okay? And from there, start looking for more strong signs because I don't really like, I mean, you got this move to the downside over here with the RSI showing a bearish signal, but I'm expecting something stronger than that, something that is going to offset the bullish divergence seen over here. Now, the other scenario, of course, is, you know, this is the 1, a 2, and we'll go for 3, 4, and 5. Again, we need the break of 111.50 at least. Now, on the pound, let's have a look at the pound first. The pound, we're looking at this triple zigzag over here, and then we moved all the way up, which is very good. Now, we've had this decline over here, right at 122. Since this is wave 1, that can be considered wave 3, then 4, and then 5, right? So the 122 is the level we really need to pay attention to watch. If it breaks, then most likely we're going to get to further moves down, right? And that would invalidate that this is wave B, and it would invalidate that this is an impulse to the upside, okay? So a multi-structure degree for impulse 3 or a move to the downside, that would mean we'll have W, X, Y, X, and Z. So we're going to go for a triple zigzag, and we can expect fresh lows below the 120.72, okay? This is what I see on pound. And then we are going to get wave B, obviously, over here, and then another move to the downside, right? This signal is what I'm really looking at the moment, because it seems to suggest that there's going to be another move to the upside. We've had this 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5 is not, it's very likely. And on the Aussie, I did most of the changes, to be honest. And I have to tell you a few different scenarios. Now, I'm looking at this as 1, 2, intermediate 3, triangle 4, ending triangle 5, okay? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, expect another move to the upside for a fresh high. It's very possible. The other scenario is that we still are on the same structure, same wave count, but we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, now that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means that we ended up here at 1,066.80, and this is wave 1, 2, we're going to get 3, 4, and 5, either for an ABC or for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, but most likely it's going to be an ABC because we are waiting for wave B in the primary degree. Okay, now the thing is, I don't see really any signals here on the RSI to suggest that there's going to be this is going to be an impulse to the downside. So I'm looking at this becoming to get another move to the upside. Now, since we are very close to this trend line, and this trend line for me would be the end of the ABC correction. You know, you see this is the A. So, I mean, are we going to get to B and then see all the way up just for a few pips? It's possible, but maybe it's not going to happen. If that's not the case, then that means we'll have wave A is here, wave B is here, and wave C is going to be here, which means that we're going to get 1, 2. This is then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get a 3, a 4, and a 5, and that will be wave C, the end of this wave for primary triangle, and then move all the way to the downside. So you can see there is 3 different scenarios here, and they're all likely to play in, but the one I'm weighing on most, the one I support most, is the one that you just see right now, that this is an ending triangle indeed, and we're going to get another move to the upside, another false break above the previous high, and then really start moving lower, as long as, of course, we see a very nice divergence signal as well. I'm assuming that will be the case over here, okay? A very nice hidden divergence on the downside. So that will be all for the day. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it will be helpful, and I will see you again tomorrow.